You know, one of the reasons I used to love Wide World of Sports back in the day, because, I'm a poor kid from, a trailer park in Alabaster, Alabama. I didn't know what the rest of the world looked like, foreign countries or anything. So Wide World of Sports opened up my eyes to what it looked like in other countries and stuff. And I'm looking at Nimari Burnett in our preview monitor over here, the faraway place of Michigan or wherever he is, and I'm like, it looks just like here in Alabama to me. It's a very simple looking, nice place.
Yeah, so you think he's in Michigan?
I don't know where he is.
I don't think he's in Michigan.
You don't. Where do you think he is?
I think he is. It looks somewhere in Texas to me.
Texas for you.
Yeah.
Texas.
Wow. I happen to know the answer to this.
I think he is in. I think he's.
Well, that painting behind him tells me he might be across the pond in Europe somewhere.
No. I think he's hanging out with his agent in New York City, contemplating on Michigan coming back to Alabama or entering the NBA draft.
Nimari Burnett joins us throughout the NCAA tournament, courtesy of Vulcan Tire and Automotive. Do not let car trouble interfere with your big basketball plans. The best in service, the greater Birmingham area, Vulcan Tire and Automotive. 4 locations in Birmingham. Learn more at vulcantireandauto.com. Nimari Burnett joins us from
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. You nailed it, Lance.
You were right.
Yeah,
Boom.
you're right. Yeah.
Hey, so
Dallas, Texas. It's been in the news lately, Nimari.
I don't think the last time we had you on, you were confirmed Michigan.
He was not.
Yeah.
He was still thinking shortly after being on with us, he announced it.
Okay, so congratulations. First off, how many teams were in the mix, and how did you ultimately decide to play for Juwan Howard in Michigan?
Yeah, it was about 15 to 20 teams in the mix. Had a couple of really good options, some high major looks, some mid major looks. Obviously it's a question when you're, going to your third school. That's one thing. And the second thing is, if you'll be eligible or not. And so the choice to go to Michigan is knowing Juwan Howard, knowing the roster structure there, knowing the type of culture that he has there, and just kind of being a part of something, kind of like almost, I wouldn't call it a rebuild, but something that is, on the come up. Obviously, he's had some good years there, and last year wasn't as good, but he definitely looks to, bring it back up. And I'm a winner, and I just, want to be a part of winning at the same time as, being a big impact guy. So it was a great decision. A familiar team, a familiar coach. So that's what went a part of me choosing Michigan.
I used to love multiple choice questions, so I'll give you a multiple choice to make this a little bit easier. You were wanting to leave Alabama because you were disgruntled with something. B, mutually, you and Nate Oats decided it's probably best if I move on. Or C, Nate Oats asked you to move on. Which one of those is more like your situation? And if you want to explain, you can.
It's like a combination of A and B, but the thing is with A, I wasn't disgruntled. It wasn't like, oh, I don't like it here. I loved everything about it. Just wasn't somewhere that, I could like further my game and really prove that I'm a very, very capable player. And at the same time, Coach Oates was very honest and upfront with me, and we had great two-way communication where it's like, here are the plans. Like, we really want you to stay, but also we understand if you were to leave. And so us having that conversation, us being on the same page with that kind of led to that decision.
Okay, if I can just ask one follow-up. So if you have that discussion with him, and you say what you're saying, was the potential of you not getting the exact playing time you were hoping because of who he's bringing in, was that part of the discussion when you're having an honest discussion with your coach?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I put in a lot of work, and not only did I do that, but I'm also very capable. And, it wasn't a thing where it's like, he's not a great coach. He's a really great coach. He knows his stuff really well, and he wins at a high level, and I'm all about that. At the same time, it is kind of a business aspect where you also have to do what's best for yourself, and so that's what kind of led into that decision as well.
Nimari Burnett, now a Michigan Wolverine with us, and he joins us courtesy of Vulcan Tire and Automotive. We've been focused on basketball. Don't lose your focus on keeping your car in the top shape. The ASC certified mechanics at Vulcan Tire and Automotive have the winning service for your family's vehicles. Learn more at vulcantireandauto.com. I don't know this, but there is a chance you will be the first player ever to play in the Big 12, SEC, and Big 10 in your career. I mean, I can't imagine it's happened before.
Literally, it's a blessing. It's a blessing at the end of the day. I'm grateful for every journey, every place that I've God kind of put me in, as well as me making certain decisions. So blessed to be able to go from a great school to another great school. It's definitely something that hasn't been done before, though, for sure.
What will you miss most about Tuscaloosa away from the basketball?
The people. That's a great question. The people, man. I've gotten so many messages that were all positive. I don't think there was one negative comment, especially from Alabama's people, at all. And I really will love and miss those people, from the academic part to the media program and the athletic trainers, the nutritionists, to the people outside of that. At restaurants I used to go frequently, they sent me messages, put nice messages on my last box of food from there. So it was great meeting those people, building relationships on and off the court, with classmates, professors, etc. And those are some of the greatest people I've ever come across.
For the hundreds and thousands of Alabama fans who watch our show, they see Brandon and Noah going to the NFL, JQ and Bediako are taking a look, and you're at Michigan. What would you tell them to make them feel good about the future of Alabama basketball? Do you think the immediate future is positive in Tuscaloosa? Could you see Alabama and Michigan playing each other in next year's NCAA tournament?
No doubt. I really see that because, one, the power of Nate Oats' system and the type of coach he is, the type of talent he attracts, and the type of talent that he'll get over there and they'll play at a high level, as well as player development. Those guys will come in there with the skills and talents that they have currently, and they will learn a lot of things when it comes to college and as well as the next level that will ultimately prepare them for the next level. So in the future to come, I see big things coming for Nate Oats and big things coming from the University of Alabama's men's basketball team.
Nimari Burnett for a few more moments on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. It was presented by Vulcan Tire and Automotive. What will Alabama miss, though? I mean, they're going to replace with good assistants. I know that. Nate Oats is going to be able to hire good guys, but Charlie Henry and Brian Hodgson have been there since day one in Tuscaloosa. What do you lose with those guys if you're Alabama?
For one, since B recruited me, I'll start off with B. Coach Brian, super great recruiter, a guy who really gets you to want to play for University of Alabama, and rightfully so. And nothing he said was ever a lie. And him and his energy in practice, and kind of what he helps you with on the rebounding side, and kind of give you those tough aspects of the culture of Alabama. And then with Charlie Henry, man, I've learned so much from him. Obviously he came from the NBA, and he is a very smart coach, and he knows his stuff very, very well. Defensively, his game plan defensively is unlike any other. No wonder why we were top 5 in the country in defense, and 2 times out of the last 3 years, as far as Alabama. And he definitely can help a team right away defensively, and offensively he is very smart. And he got to show that a lot of times when Oates was telling us how and what to run on offense, and Charlie gave his pointers and tips of how to efficiently run those things. So they are going to miss those coaches very, very much so. And I will miss them as well, and the lessons and the things that they taught me as well.
Now, the answer is probably yes because you're from Chicago, but I'll ask it anyway. We used to have Bo Nix, former Auburn quarterback, now with Oregon, on the show. And when he transferred to Oregon, we asked him, have you ever even been to the state of Oregon? And he said no. Have you been to Ann Arbor and visited?
I have. I've been there twice. The first time I was there is when Beeline was coaching, and it was my unofficial in my sophomore year. And I had a bad time there because I caught the flu there. Nothing
Oh,
about the basketball or the school. It was strictly the flu. But then I went there when Coach Howard got the job, and this was my senior year, and I took an official visit there, and went really well. Not to say that the other visit didn't go really well as well. It went well besides the flu, but Coach Howard, was new there, so that was that. But I've been there, and it's very cold, very freezing.
Listen, this is I'm horrible at giving compliments, so I'll tell you that up
yeah,
front.
this could turn into an insult, so be prepared. Yeah, that's the way he does this.
But I would say, not at a shot at anybody else we've ever done an NIL deal with, or anybody else who we've ever had on the show, but you're one of the nicest people, period, that I've ever been around. You've written us personal notes. You're so kind. You're leaving Alabama, and you're saying such nice things about the people and everything. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to tell us who has influenced your life, who's turned you into this human being who is, at least from what I know, to be such a caring, kind-hearted person, because we do not see this all the time.
First off, I want to say thank you for that. That means a lot. I really hold myself to a high standard, and having high character is one thing that I value myself on and pride myself on. I can honestly give all the credit to my parents. I'll give them half credit, not all, because they, obviously they've done a really good job raising me and teaching me things and learning how to see things for myself. And then that's where I'll take over my other half of the credit, where I see right from wrong, see how other people treat others. And I feel like that's one of my biggest traits that compliments me very well, is that I know right from wrong, and I try to do that. I'm a big believer in God, big believer in the Bible, and I take that very seriously. It's like you treat people how you want to be treated, and I want to treat people with the utmost respect, be the highest character individual that I can possibly be, and impact the world in a positive way. Saying the right things and being the right way is genuine. It's never been a facade with me. It's always been genuine, straightforward, and what you see is what you get. So, no, I really appreciate you guys for saying that. Really.
No, you're tremendous. As you can tell from my hairstyle, I've lived a little longer than most. So I will tell you, be a little meaner on the court, man. Ball up a little bit. Be aggressive. Get yours. Take your shots. You're too good to be as nice as you are in person on the court.
When's the last game you coached?
I've never coached, but dadgummit, in Louisville, I was screaming from the rafters, shoot the ball, put Nimari in, let him shoot. Shoot it, man, shoot it, because nobody else was hitting him. Shoot him, Nimari.
Hey, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one.
Very important question along the lines of what Dunaway was asking you about. We are asking the chat room by Kevin, is there a crumble cookie in Ann Arbor? Are you aware of this?
No, I am not. I'm not. I don't know if there's a crumble cookie in Ann Arbor.
Okay.
I'm excited to see though.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll find. So somebody says Zingerman's Deli. So, try that while you're there. Must be good. That's what somebody says here. I can't independently tell you it's good, but somebody said it was. Yeah.
And if you need
chat room,
if you need a rec to a sports program up there like ours for a weekly guest, we'll give you rave reviews. So just send them our way, okay?
For sure. Looking forward to it. Zingerman's Deli.
Zingerman's Deli. Try it. Hey, you have been a stand-up guy. We appreciate the time you've spent with us, Nimari, and we are always going to be huge fans of yours. So best of luck in Ann Arbor there, buddy.
Thank you, man. Likewise on you and your journeys. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, buddy. Take care. That is Nimari Burnett. He has been great to be with us throughout the NCAA tournament and the conference tournament there, presented by Vulcan Tire and Automotive. We've been focused on basketball. You can't lose focus on keeping your vehicle in top shape. The ASE certified mechanics at Vulcan Tire and Auto have the winning service for your family's vehicles. Learn more at vulcantireandauto.com, vulcantireandauto.com. He was on the johnstonrvcenter.com hotline. They also sponsored a deal with Wendell Green. He'll do his exit interview with us tomorrow at 9:25.